Chris Stewart once again for BamaFever.com on the set of Inside Southeastern Football presented by Legacy Credit Union. Of course, my broadcast partner Ryan Brown, who you not only can see on Saturday mornings at 10:30 on this program, but you can hear every weekday from 10 until 2 on JOX 94.5 and around the state of Alabama on the JOX network as well. You get the delayed reaction of what I get normally right after a ball game when Alabama either loses, which hasn't happened much, or doesn't play its best ball game. We get to help pick up the pieces when the sky is falling. At least that's what I've been dealing with a good bit the last couple of weeks. How about on your show?
Well, we get them after a good shower, and they've had time to sober up a little bit and get settled down. But, you know, there's been some disappointed Alabama fans. I'm not going to lie. They did not want to lose to South Carolina, obviously, and they feel like the offense is, you know, kind of stuck in neutral right now. And some of those are fair criticism.
They are. When you look at it, is there one thing you point to as the reason for the offensive struggles? One
thing I've noticed, and I'm far from an expert, but they seem to have so much success out of the pistol, and it seems like they use that a little more infrequently. They do go to the Wildcat a lot, which hasn't worked all that well lately, and that's been a staple. But there was a time where Alabama was averaging 15 yards a carry out of the pistol, and I think they only used it about 4 or 5 times against Ole Miss. So, you know, you wonder if maybe they've just picked up something on film that doesn't make that work, but they've got to find a way to back those safeties off and open up those run lanes.
I'm not saying that there aren't some issues, but I think it's an indication of not only how high the bar has been set, but also where the expectation level is for offenses across the board in the SEC. When you talk about these down performances by Alabama's offense, and they've scored 23 and 21 points in each of the last 2 weeks, there was a time where people considered that in Tuscaloosa fantastic offensive weekends.
And bear in mind now, a lot of the disappointment is coming off a 2-touchdown win over Ole Miss at home, where the defense played one of their best games of the year, and really the 7 from Ole Miss was a gift from Alabama. So, you know, I think you've got to look at all in all what this Alabama team has done. I think if you look at it as a whole, this team is fine. Yeah, they've got one loss, but everything you could accomplish at the start of the season is still right there in front of you, I think.
Alabama, Tennessee, you know, it's that last game before you get the off week, and Alabama has struggled in those last couple of ball games the last couple of years before they could finally catch a break and get a week off. I think they will play better this week than they have in these situations. Your thoughts against the Vols?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a chance to work some kinks out. This is a chance to reestablish that run game, make sure that defense is what we saw against Ole Miss. I would anticipate this will be one of Alabama's better games. It's an inferior opponent. Tennessee's not a very good football team. And, yeah, I understand you're emotionally and physically beat up right now, but I think this is a perfect opportunity for Alabama to fix what ails them, get an off week, and then they get that stretch run with LSU, Mississippi State, Georgia State, and Auburn.
JOX Roundtable,
yes, sir.
10 until 2 every weekday on JOX 94.5 and Inside Southeastern Football, a show that Ryan Brown and I do together, 10:30 on Saturday mornings here on CW21. For Ryan, I'm Chris Stewart. Thanks for tuning in to BamaFever.com.